Hey Detroiters, today is Wednesday, August 28th, 2013, and I thought I was done with question time videos for a while, but lo and behold, Nick sent some in. So here are Nick's 4 out of 5 questions for me to answer. Nick's first question is, when am I going to come visit you guys? I don't know. Amanda and I were kind of talking about coming out for Labor Day weekend, but then for multiple reasons those plans just kind of didn't come together. I can guarantee that I will be there for the holiday season, but hopefully I'll find a way to get out there sooner than that. I do miss you guys a lot. We were actually driving down the road yesterday and we found a Faygo grape pop box that somebody had dropped or thrown out their window or something, and I immediately thought of you guys for some reason. So hopefully I will be out there very soon. Nick's second question is, have I found a new trivia place in Madison? There are a lot of trivia places in Madison, being a college town. There's a lot of places like that around. I actually haven't been to any though. I'm sort of waiting to get a few more friends and then start a trivia team, because as we all learned, the more people you have, usually the better the team is. But this past week we sort of started a new Wednesday night thing, and that is that there's a comedy club in downtown Madison that does an open mic night every Wednesday, and they have $2 admission, $2 PBRs, really good drink specials. And we went there with some of Amanda's coworkers and some of her other friends, and it was really fun to see some new comics, and there were actually a few established comedians that were there as well. I actually may be performing at the open mic tonight if I still have the nerve to do so. Look who decided to join me for the last 2 questions. Oh, hello. Ah! Nick's third question is, he asked me to respond to this article in the New York Times, which I've linked to down here, which basically credits religion with the sort of discrediting of science, the sort of decline of scientific integrity and scientific appreciation in our modern society. And I have to say, Nick, that I agree with this article 100%. There have been many cases, especially in the past couple of years, where science has sort of taken a backseat to people's religion, because science either contradicts what people believe or it contradicts the rules of a particular religion. Just a few quick examples would be stem cell research funding being cut because people don't like the fact that stem cells come from aborted fetuses. Rush Limbaugh last week saying that any good Christian shouldn't believe in climate change. And of course there's the constant battle against teaching evolution in our schools and instead teaching intelligent design as if it's some kind of science. So I have to say that I agree with this journalist 100% on that front. Nick's fourth question was asking me to respond to this article, which is linked here. This article is about a Detroit company that opened up a shop in New York City selling, leather goods, watches, bikes, kind of stereotypical hipstery things. And the author of the piece is basically criticizing this company and the people who shop at this company for really only buying things from this company because they feel like they're helping Detroit. I hate it when people say they're trying to help or save a particular area. It's the worst form of the Messiah complex, really. No one's here to save anybody. But I kind of wish the author would just kind of leave it alone, because motives for buying something should not really factor into whether or not a business is good. If people want to buy a watch because they think the watch is really nice, that's great. If they want to buy a watch because they think it's going to help Detroit somehow, that's their business. As long as their motives for buying something aren't malicious, I really don't see a problem with it. And I think the New York Times writer who wrote this piece kind of needs to get off his high horse a little bit. Coming from me, this is going to mean a lot. He needs to not be so cynical and just kind of let the business run the way that it wants to run. And Nick's last question, I'm not actually going to share because it was very personal and I don't think certain people would appreciate me answering that kind of question, or at least sharing it with you guys. But all I will say is this: Nick, absolutely 100% yes. No doubt in my mind. Okay? Alright, well that's it for the latest question time video. Again, if you guys have questions for me at any time, feel free to send them to me. I'd be happy to answer them. Good luck to those of you going to trivia tonight, and I will see you guys next week.